Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Gibraltar Stock Market Weekly Review and Forecast. I'm your host, Dr. BJ Love, and I'll be bringing you this week's update for January 12th, 2025. Rising rates slam stocks. A volatile week left the major averages lower this week as investors battled rising interest rates, which landed at 4.7%, the highest in more than a year. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 have erased their gains from the Trump bump. Crude oil prices rose to their highest level since early October, closing the period at $76.57 a barrel. Friday's sell-off left the Dow Jones Industrial Average down for the fifth time in the last 6 weeks, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq dropped for a second straight week. Now, for the period, the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 794 points and settled at 41,938. The S&P 500 fell 115 points and closed at 5,827. The Nasdaq dropped 460 points, finishing at 19,162, while the Russell 2000 tumbled 79 points or 3.5% and settled at 2,189. Now, the VIX, the AKA, the fear gauge, spiked up around about 8% and closed at 1954, very close to that threshold of 20 that we use to gauge whether the market will remain in an uptrend or reverse to a downtrend. So we will wait, watch, and see if it breaks above that that 20-point threshold, where we can start to see a reversal, a significant reversal in the market. Now, crude oil prices jumped $2.64 and closed at $76.57 a barrel. Gold prices added $25.30 and finished at $2,716 an ounce. Silver closed at $31.22 an ounce, while Bitcoin closed the session at 94,800. And we will look at the precious metals and Bitcoin in a further as we get on with this particular program. Market outlook, the technical condition of the market deteriorated this week, and the heartbeat of the market is negative. So that is to forecast there should be more downside to come before we see a reversal. So let's go right into these charts and we can see how we look on the long term. And as you can see, we have our 1040 weekly study. And as I go ahead and maximize the charts here, you're going to see that the S&P 500 has been moving up in our green background. If you've been with us for any number of time, you understand that when we have a green background, excuse me, we are continually in a long-term uptrend. And as we reiterate, long-term trends dominate, short-term trends fluctuate. So we can see that we're fluctuating in a short-term trend here for the past 4 weeks. We do have a confirming uh, uh, trend here, a confirming indicator here on our MACD that says we did reach that top back on the week of December the 2nd, 2024, and we began to show signs of a downtrend. However, we're still above a rising moving average. And moving on to the Dow Jones Industrial, as you can see, it is a little bit more volatile, but our um, proprietary software lets us know that we're still in a major uptrend or a long-term uptrend, even though the prices have fallen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the last 5 weeks. We do have a confirming indicator, the MACD, confirming that fall, but we're falling toward a rising moving average. So this is a short-term correction. Always remember, long-term trends dominate, which we are in a dominant long-term uptrend, and short-term trends fluctuate. We are in a short-term pullback here, and usually when we see the reversal of our MACD back into the positive, you can usually see the prices begin to rise. So these are buying opportunities. So we're going to look at our watch list and we're going to see what we're holding now and then figure out what we can purchase at a discount or a bargain as the market digests or corrects. Moving on now to the tech heavy NASDAQ. Again, we can see the same picture, green background, long-term uptrend. Price above a rising moving average, even though it's fallen below uh, our short-term uh, trend line. So again, long-term trends dominate. We are in a dominant long-term uptrend, and we are in a short-term downtrend, which fluctuates. So, and we also see that being confirmed with our MACD being showing us negative momentum. Moving on now to the Russell 2000, and it's quite a different picture. A small cap is very volatile. However, we still have a green background, even though the stock has been down, 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 and now seems to be touching that long-term trend line is well below the short-term trend line. Always remember, long-term trends dominate, short-term trends fluctuate, and we are in a short-term downtrend as of the recording of this particular podcast. Now, let's move on to see how we are faring in these markets, and we will take our charts to a different format, real time, and we can see that what we are holding is ET phone home, and it is faring very well on the long term. So long-term trends dominate, short-term trends fluctuate. It is above our long-term trend, and it shows that it's still moving in the right direction that we love. This is a stock that we've held for a while, and it is pays us a 8% dividend. This is ET looking very well and swell with the relative strength that we like to see. Our confirming indicators show that it is just consolidating right now, and we're looking for more upside to come in this particular company. Next one is AIO. This is our AI stock. And as you can see, it's been percolating along very well. However, we do see a bit of a pullback on our short-term indicator. Is below our short-term trend line, but it's well above our long-term trend line. We do see that our Fisher Transform, which is a leading indicator, showing that it did reach a top here at 25.65, and now it's settling right now at around that $23 level. However, we do expect if it should come down to this $21 level on this rising moving average, it should bounce up and begin to move forward, move in an uptrend as we wait, watch, and see our leading indicator cross over. This is our Fisher Transform cross over and show us that it has reached the bottom, and we could start buying at a discount on AIO. Moving right along now to our other tech heavy. This tracks the NASDAQ 100, QYLD, and as you can see, it is showing a little bit of not a downtrend. However, it's still trading above a rising moving average, but we're below our short-term trend. Long-term trends dominate, short-term trends fluctuate, and we do have a forecast showing that it is not a good time to enter back into this stock at this time, or to repurchase shares of this right now. But once we see our forecasting indicator here, our Fisher Transform, which is a leading indicator, crossover, and we see bottom like we did here, it begins to rise with time. So that is our third holder. Next one is DALN. This is our communications sector stock. This is a $7 stock that pays us a 9% dividend. Oh, by the way, QYLD pays a 12% dividend. So that is why this is our core holding. Now, for the watch list, during this downturn, we're looking to perhaps pick up shares in HTGC. And as you can see, it has begun a breakout here at that $19 level. This particular stock pays a 9.5% dividend, and it is a rising in relative strength. This is what we like to see. We don't have a buy signal yet, but this is on the watch list. Also on the watch list, we have USAC, and it's beginning to break out here as well. We have a golden cross going on right now. This is a $24 stock that pays a 9% dividend. Also on the watch list, we have SLRC. As you can see, it has been moving up, but with the recent market downturn, it has been just kind of consolidating. We do see a personality change where our rising moving average has turned from green to yellow, and that means it is just flat at this time, but the price is still above that moving average. So we'll just wait, watch, and see. This is on the watch list. This is not one we own, but we're looking to see how it plays out when the market reverses. Next, we have FSK. FSK. Okay, this is another $22 stock here, $21 right now, and it pays a 13% dividend. So we'll wait, watch, and see. It is currently in a short-term downtrend, trending below the short-term moving average, but well above the rising moving average. We do have two confirming indicators saying that this particular stock has reached a top. So we'll just wait, watch, and see when everything turns positive on the long term and also on the short term. This could be another candidate for us to purchase to put into our high yield dividend portfolio. And last but not least, we have EVC. Now, EVC is a stock that is now showing some promise. It pays a 9% dividend, but this is a $2 stock. So we're going to definitely wait, watch, and see how it plays out. And when the market reverses itself, if it doesn't get too low and breaks through our long-term downtrend, this will be one to wait, watch, and see. So let's look at the precious metals. We're going to look at silver and see how it's playing out. Silver shows right on the threshold of being in a downtrend right now. I do like the relative strength. I do like that it has a Fisher transform forecasting that this is a bottom for silver. However, it is still falling at this particular time, and it's right in that what I call a rock in a hard place, and it's just trending right along that long-term moving average. If we look at it on a short-term basis, it looks like silver did come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and today it reversed. We do not have enough horsepower here on a daily basis to confirm a buy on silver yet. So we'll just wait, watch, and see and how it pans out during this downturn. Another thing that is adding to the downturn of silver is the strong dollar. Usually, you know, the dollar and precious metals, they move in inverse directions. When the dollar is rising, silver and gold are falling. Let's take a look at gold. See where we are on time. Okay, and we're going to look at gold. GLD, it looks like on short term it's falling. On the long term, it's just trending right now. It looks like it's a bottom. And then we're going to take a quick look at Bitcoin. It has really starting to fall here below our short-term trend line, and it's well above our long-term trend line. So there you have it. Every day and every way we get better and better. Every day and every way we grow more prosperous, successful, and victorious. And God's love continues to surround us, enfold us, and enwraps us. And we go forth in peace and prosperity.